What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coffee with Dudes. I got my coffee. Obviously, you can see no Matt today. We got a solo podcast this week, and I'm actually going here in a few days to France for a week and a half. And so my wife and I we're going to Paris and then Clisson for what's called Hellfest. It's like a rock metal festival, and then we're ending in Bordeaux to drink a little bit of wine. And so today I want to talk about like vacation tips. So I'm going to go through ChatGPT's top 10 list of traveling and staying in shape, even though my goal is not to stay in shape during this time. It's not like I'm, going over there planning on just like working out and, really being mindful of food and stuff like that. I'm going over there to enjoy myself and make sure that I have tons of fun. I'm going to drink wine. I'm going to eat good food. I'm going to, like I'm going to do all of those things and stay up late. And like, I'm going to try to do some of these things on the list here. But I just want to like preface this whole vacation thing with like, if you have like huge goals, you might have to, not do the approach that I'm going on when it comes to vacation. But I'm of the group that's like, drink water, try to eat some protein, get your steps in, and then just like enjoy yourself, right? We don't, if you're going for a weekend away, if you're going for a week or two, like it's not going to throw you so far off course that you can't get back on. Now, if you're somebody who's like going at huge goals and like you might have to alter this and do some of these things on the list a little bit more and be a little bit more mindful. But that's not what I'm doing and what my goal is for this trip. My goal is to enjoy the shit out of it. And so, but I wanted to go through this because there are some very, very good things here that I do plan on doing throughout my trip overseas. And first, number one tip is to walk everywhere possible. So, generally speaking, especially if you're traveling overseas, you're not going to have a car, in Europe, especially the system for, like subway is really good in a lot of these countries. And so, that's what we'll probably be doing is doing that. But we're also just going to walk around. We're going to walk to the places around our hotel or, at Hellfest, the festival, like we're going to be walking all around the place. We're probably going to get 15, 20,000 steps a day easily. And so that is a huge one. And this is going to make it so that like, I find like whenever we travel, like we tend to like, it's so easy for us to get 10,000 steps because we don't rent a car. We're just going around and then before you know it, you just walked so much. And so this is going to help you a lot when it comes to, burning more calories and just like doing exercise in a way that doesn't necessarily feel like exercise. Because yeah, my plan is we're just going to walk. Like I'm not going to bring bands or work out. Even though that is a good thing to do for folks. But we're going to walk so much that I don't think, a workout is necessarily needed. But that is one of the tips on this list as well is to pack resistance bands. That's a really, really good thing, for somebody who wants to get a few workouts in, where you just like, you want to have something like just pack one or two resistance bands. They don't take up much space in a backpack or like a carry-on. And then you can just get a 15, 20-minute workout in really good. There's so many exercises you can do with those things. You can do, shoulder press. You can do lateral raises. You can do bicep curls, tricep extensions. You can do like banded squats. Like the list is endless for stuff you can do. Rows, single arm rows, 2-arm rows. Like you can manipulate those things. And I would just challenge you, look online. You can find some great exercises to do with resistance bands that are going to, not necessarily be something that like builds like tons of muscle on your trip, but the goal generally isn't to do that. It's like, can I maintain this? Can I, continue moving in this direction or just like, do something that's going to make me feel good. That's going to keep my, muscle, whatever that is. Number 3 is to prioritize protein in every meal. So instead of like focusing on like manipulating every single thing at the meal, you're probably going to be eating out a lot more. And so just focus on like building around, like having something that has a decent amount of protein in it, and you're going to be just fine. And I would even add to this and say, like, especially the first meal of the day, if you know that maybe you're not going to be eating the best, or you're going to have like a little bit more alcohol or wine or whatever that is that day, then really like have a good base first meal, a lot of protein, and then you set yourself up for success. You can really get some good momentum going towards the day. The next one is, they say, follow one indulgence rule. So it says you don't need to avoid croissants in Paris or wine in Bordeaux. Instead of pick one per meal. So it says like dessert or bread, wine or fries. Like it's basically saying that like don't just go crazy, which this is a good one, especially if you're trying to like really be mindful, a lot more mindful on your trip. Just like pick one thing per meal. Or you could do what I say too, and it's like you could just have like that first meal be like a really good, solid, whole food, high protein meal, and then you can not necessarily like just let it go throughout the rest of the day, but at least you had a win, and like make sure that you're celebrating that win on your trip. And then this one kind of builds off of this next one, number 5, builds off of the resistance bands. And I kind of touched on this a little bit. It says train for 20 to 30 minutes, not 90, 60 or 90 minutes. So instead of getting like a huge workout in, just take your resistance bands, get a 15-minute workout in, 20-minute workout in, like of 2, 3, 4 days a week if you want to, whatever it is, anything's a win. But you don't have to train for a long period of time. Just like getting up in the morning and moving your body and doing like a few sets of some stuff can be a really good builder and continue to move yourself forward on vacation when you're traveling there. Number 6, so hydrate aggressively. This is a huge thing, especially on travel days when you're on a plane, going on like a train, whatever it is, like, make sure that you are getting electrolytes. Like what I'm bringing is Noon tablets, Element packets, like bringing those, putting them in our water, making sure that we are staying hydrated over the course of the trip, especially when we're outside a lot walking. You want to hydrate that much more. And so this is a huge thing, pretty easy to do. At least this is one like you can really like focus on this and make sure that you're doing this every day possible. Number 7. So we're getting down the list. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Again, like make sure that, if you do enjoy this stuff, that you subscribe. We're on all the platforms, iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You can watch it on video via Spotify and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe if you like this. Number 7 is keep alcohol under control. This is a good thing to do. I can't tell you that that's necessarily what I'm fully gonna be doing. Where we love to enjoy our wine. We're in a place that has good wine, so I'll probably be indulging a little bit more than normal on this trip. That's fine, but it is a good rule of thumb. If you're trying to keep your body in good shape, if you have certain goals, like on your trip, like not going crazy all the time is going to only help you move forward with health, body shape, losing weight, whatever it is. Because obviously, as we know, like those calories can add up very quickly. You have 4, 5, 6 drinks that can easily be 1,000, 1,500 more calories. Now you're in a pretty heavy excess of calories. So yeah, keeping that mindful can be a really good tip there. Number 8 is eat like a local, not like a tourist. So let's see what they're saying here. So tourist areas often serve the largest and least healthy meals. So look for like local markets, small family restaurants, fresh seafood, regional specialties. So that is a very good tip. So one of the cool things about Europe is that they have a lot more regulations on their food and on their drinks. And so like here in the US, there's so much shit in our food. And so it's like, you feel terrible. This is a reason why we drink just specifically European and like overseas wines, is because they, like in the US, they have like something like 50 to 100 chemicals that are allowed to go in that wine. And in Europe, it's just there's a lot more regulation. Same with the food. So when you eat that stuff, you drink that, you're going to feel a lot better. And then like they said, like those tourist areas can probably have more of those spots that aren't going to be as good, even though they also do have like fantastic stuff just because they are a lot more regulated over there, but it is a great thing. Like, and also some of that stuff's going to have the best food, the best drinks, stuff like that. So find those places. And then one of the last few here. So we got number 9, never skip breakfast, overeat later. I kind of touched on this, get a really, really good one in. And then the last one that we had is focus on maintenance, not improvement. So I kind of touched on this as well. But like the goal isn't like to build muscle. Like you want to just focus on maintaining, focus on like moving forward, getting the wins, and like just pat yourself on the back throughout it. And so that is what I got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. This is the pre-vacation one. And again, I'm not going to follow all these. Like this is like, I'm going to go enjoy myself. And I would recommend, if you are going on vacation, traveling, going weekend away, week, 2, whatever it is, like just focus on enjoying yourself, and then take a few things off this list that can help you feel better and move forward as well. And you will see success that way. So hopefully you enjoy this. Again, this is a really good one. If you know somebody who could benefit from this, send it to them, share it, friend, coworker, family member. Otherwise, really appreciate you guys listening and watching, and I'll be talking to you soon.